Back in the gym, chest, shoulders, and delts today. Getting a bit of stretching done, abs, working on my groin a bit. Still feeling it, it's a lot better, but I'm noticing it doesn't like being in the shortened position, so just trying to work on that. Lengthening the groin is fine now, but working on shortened position, still a bit uncomfortable. So hopefully by next week, I'm at like 80% and ready to go again. Like I said in the last vid, I'm starting to get close to the end of my cut, and I'm gearing up towards my bulk as well. So that means that I'm gonna start doing exercises that I want to use during the bulk or during my next mesocycle. So there's gonna be a lot of different exercises for each muscle group, just testing them out, seeing how they feel, and eventually I'll shorten that list down to exactly what I want to do. But nevertheless, let's get into it. Starting off today with one of my all-time favorites, dumbbell pullovers. In my opinion, that's the forgotten chest builder. Very underrated exercise. Like I said, one of my favorites. I used to do it a lot when I first started doing bodybuilding. I've dropped it. I haven't done it consistently in about a year and a half, but I'm definitely gonna bring it back towards my next mesocycle. It's not a complicated movement at all, but it does require a lot of mind-muscle connection, in my opinion. I'm primarily aiming to hit my chest for the most part, so there are a few tips and tricks that I do use that I'll share later to focus on my chest and to avoid working my triceps too much and working my lats too much. They're gonna get worked regardless, but there are a few things I do to tweak the movement just a little bit to fit me so that I can focus on hitting my chest for the most part. I've got one more set of these and then we'll be moving on to dumbbell incline bench. The best part of the workout, in my opinion. So yeah, last set and we'll move on. Alright, dumbbell incline bench. For the past 9 months, I've been doing it with 45 to 60 degree incline, just to hit my upper chest or to bias it a bit more. Towards the fall, I'm gonna put down the incline a bit, work between 30 and 45 degrees of incline, sometimes pull it up a bit higher if I need to, so I can bias all of my chest and not bias just my upper chest. Only doing 3 sets today. I didn't do them last week because of my groin. Kicking it up, all that type of stuff, that wouldn't have worked. So I just skipped it last week, back on it this week. So 3 sets, 3 hard good ones, and then we're on to the next one. next, I've got dumbbell shoulder press. Another classic favorite of mine. It's one that I haven't done consistently. It's for a reason. I did it a lot in the past, but it got to a point where I started to put on muscle, and it's almost like my joints couldn't keep up with my strength that I was gaining as well. So I stopped doing it. I've been doing it consistently since last year. A lot of things that I haven't done in the past year, and I'm bringing them all back, just cycling them back in. So stopped doing it because of the fact that my strength increased, but it's almost like my joints couldn't keep up with the strength, so I didn't want to injure anything, so I just cut it out completely. But now I'm bringing them back towards the fall. It's really fun to do, one of my favorites, like I said. Really fun to do. And it's a simple exercise, gets things done. There's a bit of technique involved when it comes to your elbows and stuff. I'm not going to go into it right now. All that stuff I'll talk about later. I'm thinking 4 sets today. 4 good hard sets. And then we're on to the next exercise. Wrapped up doing rear delt flies. My rear delts are a weak point when it comes to my shoulders. They are smaller in proportion to my front delts and my side delts. But shoulders are easy to train, luckily, or delts are easy to train, luckily. So it's gonna be a focus point, and hopefully I get good results towards next year. There is a lot of technique involved when it comes to training rear delts. You'll see during my set that I reset a lot. I like to keep my elbows down and my shoulders relaxed when I'm doing rear delt flies. No need for me to pull all the way back either. I just need to keep my shoulders relaxed and my elbows down so that I can really focus on hitting my rear delts. So it doesn't matter how far I get out, it's just more how much of a squeeze and how much of a stretch do I get when doing the flies. Up next, I've got Y raises on the multi-station here. Going to be using cables to do them. That's another exercise I haven't done in a while. Like I said earlier, I'm just cycling things back in that I've done. If you look at my workouts, I do a lot of the same movements. That's what gets people far along. It's okay to try new things, of course. There's one thing though, I'm also noticing the more I train, the more I resort to certain movements that just work for me, because everyone's different. Y raises is something that I do very consistently. It is something that I'm debating to add into my mesocycle, and that's why I'm doing it right now. So we'll see how it feels to do them over the next few weeks. Chest, shoulders, and delts all wrapped up for today. About to get 20 minutes in on the elliptical here and go on about the rest of my day. Hope y'all enjoyed the workout. Drop a comment, subscribe, like, all that good stuff. Let's get this channel to grow a bit, you know? It will grow. Let's get the train rolling, the ball moving, and I'll catch y'all on next week's workout.